everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're watching us from. You're welcome back to BMS channel. This morning we have a lot of things to discuss with you. First, let us start with Ruben Abati. Ruben Abati, in his morning show yesterday, said one thing about the Igbos that, for me, I feel that is very wrong. I'm an Igbo person, and I feel that what Ruben Abati said is very wrong, and there is need for us to correct Ruben Abati. Watch the video, guys.
But he's right if he says that Igbos are entrepreneurial. And I end by what people say about Igbos. That if you enter a community, a village, you don't see an Igbo man there, please pack your things and go. It means that place is not conducive. However, let me give the flip side. Chief Tos Benson, T.O.S. Benson, former Minister of Information, now late, on one occasion at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, and I'm not making this up, he said it publicly. If anybody can contradict me, let them do so. He said something about Igbo people. He said he had an Igbo wife and had an Igbo daughter, that he wanted to buy land in Igbo land for his daughter, for his wife, to say, I'm getting old. Tos Benson is getting old. Let me build in this place for my wife. He said that his in-laws told him that they don't sell land to outsiders. That is the irony of Nigeria about the politics of federation, of unity. The same Igbos who are so industrious that they are all over and they do well in other parts of Nigeria. You go as a non-Igbo man to go and buy a land. You will be told that you don't belong, even as an in-law. That's by way of an aside. But these are the issues, in my view.
Well, all right. We'll take another story.
All right, from the video you just watched,
15 years.
you can hear Ruben Abati saying that the Igbos, they don't sell their lands to their in-laws who are not Igbo. That they don't sell their lands to their in-laws who are not Igbo. Now, I want to make a correction here, but before I make that correction, I'm an Igbo person. So, I'm giving you first-hand details about this that Ruben Abati just said. But before I dive into that, before I give my own opinion, let's look at what other persons are saying about this. This is truth and nothing but the truth. Visit Enugu, Anambra, and see discrimination against people who are not Igbos. They will be insulting you. This is coming from Niger Delta. The truth will always hurt, but Igbo people need to adopt diversity like every other tribes in Nigeria. Badmus. Okay? And Abatosu is saying, is it not in Yoruba land that landlords doesn't rent their properties to Igbos? Is an individual case. So a lot of persons are saying a lot of things about this. Igbos are supporting themselves. Yorubas are attacking the Igbos. So a lot of persons are saying a lot of things about this view from Abati. Now you can hear people's comments on this. And that is the reason I'm making this video to clarify these things. Now, first of all, it is not that Igbos, they don't sell their lands to strangers. Far be it. Igbos sell their lands to strangers. It's a land I bought in an eastern part of Nigeria. Beside it is another land that is owned by a Yoruba man. They say that the land belongs to a Yoruba man. So if Igbos are not selling their lands, how did this Yoruba man acquire this land? There is what we call community land. And I will tell you for sure that it is the community land that the Igbos, the communities, find it very difficult to sell it out. Yes, because from what Ruben Abati is saying, I feel that what he's referring is a community land. Yes, I feel what he's referring to is a community land. For example, I have a friend who is an Igbo like me. He bought a community land. Some persons from that community started questioning him that why should he go and buy the community land, all this blah blah blah. That does it mean that they don't have anybody from within the community that can come and buy that land? On that note, that person is not going to develop the land. This person is an Igbo man, but just that he doesn't belong in the community. That this is a community land, and that the community land is meant for the community people to buy. But the elders of the community have to come up to say something. They say that they have waited for the community members to come and buy the land. For example, the land, they say that the land, they are keeping the land at the cost of 5 or 6 million naira. But even if they can see their community member who is willing to pay 2 million naira to take that land, that they are able to sell the land for the person. Yet, the community members didn't come. Now, another person now came in and bought the land, and you are now telling the person that it is a community land that is not going to develop in the land. No, now. So I think that would be what Ruben Abati is trying to say. Yes, Igbos, they find it very difficult to sell community land. Not that they find it difficult in selling their properties to outsiders that are not Igbo. All right, let's get to another news.
I will have to appeal to you to speak by giving the facts. Just continuing from where distinguished Senator Kakeshew stopped. In Chad, that is one of the black spots. We have joint task force already, but they are not equipped. They are not well trained. They are not motivated. In fact, the joint task force is headed by a Nigerian from Yobe State, General Yusuf. Now, what happened was actually all this while they know the line. They have like a border with the Chad Republic, and they never go there. When they went there and killed their people, the president led the operations, and that was what led to their success. And they moved over, and the first target is to dislodge our military around that Kereto and cut it away. In terms of replacing what the Chadian president led and recovered from them. What we need to do is still the same, sir. The Chadian government led the operation by their president. We are not saying that we should do that, but there should be a special operation, because this problem is cancerous and is expanding. We are talking about them in Sokoto, Kebbi now. We are talking about them in Niger. They are going to Plateau. They are growing the second cycle. The main purpose of government is security and welfare of its citizens. It's there in our constitution. We cannot change it. So everything should be focused on security. Because if we say it's Borno today, and we time need to discuss it slightly, saying that we should talk about it in 2 minutes, it will one day get to Kano. God forbid. But it tried to get to Kano. The Kano people stood up. That was how Kano is still standing. If not, the late Ado Bayero was nearly killed. So, Mr. President, this is an occasion where the Senate must be responsible. We should stand up to the occasion and demand. The last president, the Senate president before, Senator Amelan, during his tenure, three times, we set up a committee. And at one time we invited everybody. We pushed, and you were the chairman appropriation then, and we pushed the government to approve 809 billion to procure the Tucano. But it was wrongly used. You went and procured Tucano while we needed attack helicopters. If we have attack helicopters around that area now, this Boko Haram will not even go there, because the Chadians went there with only 2 attack helicopters. Right now, the joint task force we are talking about have only 1 helicopter. So the Senate should, the mover of the motion should amend this motion, and let's be blunt about it. Let's ask the government to do the right thing. And I'm sure that if we tell the president what to do, he will do it. He will do it. So let us stand up and say that we are just approving a borrowing about 2.2 billion to fund the budget. What budget if we are not secured? So, Mr. President, I'm sorry, I've taken much more time, but let us take this thing more serious. It can be done in 1 week. It can be done.
Thank you very much. Even the Super Tukani are talking about.
Let's hear your view on the comment section. But remember, if this is your first time of watching our channel, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and please don't forget to turn on the notification bell in order to be getting our updates. We'll see you again in our subsequent videos. Thumbs up everyone. Good morning.